and welcome back to my channel. Marissa here from Ledbury Farms, and I'm visiting Holy Shiitake today. This is Rory that is with me, very helpful and willing to almost mentoring and teaching me some of the skills that he's already got, experienced mushroom farmer. So Rory, thank you so much for having us here today.
No, thanks so much. It's very nice to meet you, and I'm looking forward to being on your channel.
Thank you. Yes. So tell us a little bit more about Holy Shiitake. How did you start? What is it that you're doing? Because you've got some products and everything as well.
Well, it just started with an interest in mushrooms. I started with a little grow kit, and it developed into this. It's been about 2.5 years and a year in this building doing mushrooms full time.
And you have all kinds of skin products and everything that you're doing as well?
Lots of people don't know, but mushrooms are actually very good for your skin and hair. So we make a range of cosmetics. We've got a shampoo, conditioner, a lotion, a 3-in-1 for men, our lion's mane capsules, umami seasoning, and a few other products.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so will you show us around and show us what it is that you're doing?
So the facility is split into two parts. We have the farm on that side and the lab and manufacturing on this side, and I'll show you around. Let's have a look.
Wonderful. We'll follow you. Thank you.
So sterile work. This is our culture fridge. We keep all of our cultures in here, this is our laminar flow hood where we do all of the sterile work. I'm sure everyone knows how these work, but it basically pushes out sterile air. When we're running in here, we turn it on about 10 minutes before. It cycles the air in the room. It actually gets this room to a class 7. That's a good standard air quality to have.
And how do you measure your air quality in here?
We have this calibrated, yes.
Okay.
This is from Labcraft. They're just up the road, very nice guys, and they've got flow hoods for everybody, a bit of an advert for them.
Well, mention the people who help in the process, that's important.
Yes, so basically from little desktop flow hoods to bigger versions, even bigger than this. They've got some there that are 4 meters long.
And how did you start off with? Did you start with this, or did you also do lifestyle air boxes?
I was fortunate enough to start off with this.
Okay,
yes,
so you haven't used a still air box?
No,
It's very cramped.
Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, especially when you want to inoculate a couple of 100 blocks.
Yeah.
Then you're going to just go in for a bigger option.
So you also inoculate your substrate blocks in front of the everything?
Yeah. Some of the bigger guys would have 2 labs, so they'll have a lab where they do their fine work, like their cultures and plates and stuff, and then they've got a dirtier lab where they do the bulk of the inoculations, but we aren't that blessed, so we do everything in one flow hood. Yeah. So
you do agar as well as liquid cultures yourself?
Yes, yeah, we make our own agar plates, we make our own liquid culture, and grain spawn, we do the whole thing. We don't buy in anything.
And you supply other smaller farmers as well?
Yes, we supply a few smaller farmers.
That's on your website also, people can buy it from your website. And
yes,
as well. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Why do you have the brown rice there?
Brown rice is a cordyceps project we're going to be doing now, just a R&D to grow cordyceps. Okay. So they prefer, they don't really grow on hardwood sawdust. They like a broth. Well, you make like a mixture of brown rice, and then you make your liquid culture broth, and you put that into the brown rice. It grows in a tub.
Okay. Wow.
So don't grow it in a bag. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'll definitely post some updates on it. It's like soon.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for showing us this.
Once the inoculated blocks come out of here into our incubation room.
Okay.
It's a bit sparse at the moment because we haven't started our production cycle for the year. We're starting that now at the end of Jan, so in a week or two's time this place is going to be packed Normally-
you do have some blocks.
Yes, so we've got a bit of grain we've started and our liquid cultures which will be refreshing. I want to actually show you this, very interesting. We're working with a company in England called Verdant, and this is a bioreactor. It's got a bug on it called FJ1.
Yeah.
And so as you know, when this room is full, it produces a high CO2. So by running this machine, we've reduced it by over 60%. So we were having about 2,500 parts per million CO2 in this room when it's full, and when we run this, it goes below 5.
Wow.
So yeah, it's very effective.
So you have to import that as well?
No, this is something we're developing with a pilot plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these can be scaled up. So this is version 1.
Prototype.
Yes, with a prototype, and so we'll have different versions. One that you can just wheel into a room, and bigger versions that can be attached to the back of a big building that produces a lot of CO2. Yes, so this is a bug inside there called FJ1, and it consumes CO2 and creates a byproduct, almost like a polymer that they use in bioplastics or biofuel. Yes, yeah, we're very excited about this project that we're working on with them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And how many blocks do you normally fit into this space that you've got here?
About 800 blocks at any given time. Yes, and they move out weekly and more comes in.
And the space for this is about 6 by 3 meters, so
Yes.
in a small space you can actually do quite a lot in a small space.
No, you can, yeah.
Now, when we chatted, you mentioned the previous time that your incubation room, so the size compared to your farming, there's a ratio that you have to look
Yes,
at as
there
well.
is, yes.
Can you just please explain that to me?
Your incubation room to be about 3 times at least the size of your fruiting space.
Okay.
Yes.
Why would you need to have it like that?
Well, because your blocks will sit in here for 2-3 weeks at a time, and your fruiting time is much quicker.
Okay, so you must have more blocks ready to go into fruiting to get your system running all the time.
Yes, so there was always coming in and always going out.
Okay.
Yes, so you'll, with some strains you'll wait a couple of days for pinning and max a week for fruiting.
Okay.
And so, as you said, you'll need to have that flow, yes.
Now, with that system that you've got, you don't have any extractor fans pumping out the CO2?
It all gets eaten by the bug.
Wow.
Yes.
That's one step you
Yes, yeah. You can have extraction fans, and we did consider it, but once we started using this, we were like, we don't even need them. Yeah.
That's amazing.
High CO2 is bad. If this is not on, when you walk in the room, you can actually feel it. You get a slight headache. Yeah, you get a chest. If you spend too much time in here, in fact, when we do our checks, we do daily checks for contamination. We leave the door open because you might pass out if you're not careful. Yeah.
So if you leave the door open,
Yes.
won't there be contamination coming into the room from?
Possibly, but everything that's in there is sealed in a bag. So there's this room gets cleaned every other day.
And with what do you clean the room?
We've got a few things we use.
Bleach solutions?
Yeah, sometimes it's bleach, FJ, it depends. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
And have you ever used Dettol? Because I see some people use Dettol.
Oh, really? No, I haven't.
I saw that.
Yeah, but it could work, yeah.
Yeah, because it also say it kills 99% of germs. I haven't tried it, I've just stuck to the
99%, yeah.
So I've just stuck to the bleach so far.
Yes.
Okay.
We also keep our liquid cultures and our plates and our grain in here too.
Now, you've got the aircon, but you also have a fan in here.
Yes.
Why do you have that?
Just to help with circulating that air around, yeah, because it gets, when this room is full, you can kind of feel it's heavy in here, so you just want to move the cold air around.
Okay. And just a normal fan.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're in the fruiting room, and Rory is going to take us through his fruiting room and show us his setup.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is the farm side of the facility where we do our fruiting. We grow a lot of lion's mane, grey oysters, chestnuts, reishi. The reishi is nice because it just grows in the bag. We use grow tents and we pre-condition our air. So this room's just got a big ass aircon in here, and we cool the air down here and we pump it into the rooms. So the cool air comes in and we extract there. Obviously everyone knows your fresh air exchange is very important because you don't want too high CO2 levels. Your mushrooms are going to grow funny, and also some are quite heat sensitive, so you want to try and condition the air to whatever you're growing.
So I see both your airflow in and airflow out is at the top.
Yes, but that's just out of necessity.
Okay.
Yes, your airflow out, you actually want the pipe to be further down at the bottom because CO2 is heavier than oxygen.
Yeah.
But we do, there's fans aren't in here now, I think they're getting it clean, so we do circulate the air inside here as well.
Wonderful.
Yes. We just use these DIY humidifiers, ultrasonic atomizers. For our humidity, they're very effective.
And it's cool, it's not a hot humidity that comes out of it.
Yes. Also, when we're pumping cold air in, we actually get a drop in temps when the humidifiers are running.
When I experimented, I had a humidifier that made hot humidity.
Oh, geez.
And I think that's also what caused quite a lot of the one-time high test.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm sure everyone's seen these. It's just a let me get the fan going so it blows out the air. Just a float valve. We feed it from a reservoir at the back, and these are atomizer discs. Very effective method, but there are many ways. You can use the misters, high pressure misters.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to use, is high pressure misters. Okay, nice.
We grow quite a lot of mushrooms here when we are, and hopefully you can come back and see the place when it's full of mushrooms. It's always like that when the news or you're creating content or someone's coming around, you've got nothing to show.
I'll just pick them back.
Yeah. These are some, this is actually our R&D tent, so we're going to be starting a few experiments soon. We're going to be just growing mycelium on Harmony chop, lion's mane, because a lot of the active compounds are, like especially for lion's mane, are more predominant in the mycelium compared to the fruiting body.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So here's some reishi. It was inoculated on the 1st of the 11th.
Wow.
Antler reishi.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I see some of the bags have more in than others.
And you're just growing it open like this, just in the bags, no?
Yeah. I've only just recently sliced the bags to let oxygen in because they're like a high CO2 environment.
Okay.
But it's so convenient. Reishi is super aggressive. It colonizes in under 2 weeks. And then you take it out into ambient light with the bag still sealed, and it just sits there and it does its thing. And then we've just recently sliced them to allow more oxygen in.
Right, but how long do they take to grow to the point that you're harvesting?
About 3 months, so they're getting ready almost near the end.
Wow.
Yeah, these ones were 20th of the 12th.
Yeah.
They've just been brought down now, so they've still got a way to go. You can see they're starting here.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And all of these are going into your products as well?
Yes.
Now I see, for example, you've got some green red. Does that matter or not?
Not for me, because it's so aggressive. You probably won't even see this here in a couple of days. Reishi eats that stuff for lunch. It loves
contain, yeah.
If you grow your lion's mane mushroom now, for example, and you see a little blot of contaminant in it,
Yeah.
how bad can it affect it?
Probably quite bad because if I find contam on my lion's mane blocks, I took them out.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that's what I want to know
Yes.
as well, because I want to focus on the lion's mane
Yes.
mostly.
Yes.
And yeah, so if I get contam,
Yeah.
then I will chuck it.
Yes. Yeah.
Try and
You,
keep it.
yeah, because you don't want that spreading around to your other blocks, especially when they're in your fruiting room.
Get them out of there.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
No, thanks.
So are these all controllers now
Yes.
for the humidity and everything as well?
Yes, so they're off at the moment, but everything's automated to quite a good degree. These Sonoff sensors don't last very long.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as that humidity hits 90 something, they just quit working.
And
Yeah.
at what humidity do you keep your lion's mane?
In the beginning, I go right up to 90%, yeah.
And you keep it at that? Or
No,
do you drop
we
it?
drop
as
it,
a-
yeah, we drop it as it goes along. Also with graze, I go up to 90% humidity in the
And you've
beginning.
got good success with that?
Yeah, it works for me. So they do like higher humidity to start thinning.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, but thank you so much for having us here today and
Okay.
showing us everything. Like I said, I'm new to mushroom farming,
Yes.
and to have somebody like Rory willing to say, hey, come and have a look, I think that is one of the most amazing things to be able to learn. So thank you so much. I will definitely come back again and talk
Yeah.
and see when your mushrooms are growing.
Yes.
I'm currently in the process of only setting up my greenhouse and everything, so all your input helps a lot. But thank you so much for having us here. And guys, for more information like this, please follow and subscribe to the channel as well. I'm going to be sharing all my failures and successes as we go along and my learning journey, because I think the best way that we all can learn is if we are willing to share the information, put it out there, get inputs from the people who's been doing it for many years, and yeah, then everyone can learn from it. So hit that follow and subscribe button. Until next time.